me and Jim Ross were watching this podcast, kind of like mine, and it was this dark emo kid who had this Chris Canyon Martis t-shirt on. What? Chris Canyon? What? And I couldn't believe it. On the back, it had Matt Taven. I don't even know where you get one of those. What? The Purple Warrior from DCW, Danny Vallow, Dill Von Satin, Dylan, whatever the hell you want to call him. And then his partner in crime, one of the biggest AEW marks I've ever seen. One of the biggest AEW marks, I'll tell you what. She loves Jack Perry. What? She loves Kenny Omega. What? She loves the Young Bucks. What? She loves Okada. What? Her name was Lyssie. Oh my God, it was the Talkin Wrasslin podcast, and you're all about to take a listen to it right now. Oh, hell yeah.
Take two. Hi, it's Dylan from Talkin Wrasslin.
I deleted the first take.
Good. And
so they have no idea what you're talking about.
That's Lyssie. I have like 496 people messaging me. It's been a fucking crazy fucking month. Let's put it that way. That's why this episode is fucking late. But I'm Dylan. That's Lyssie.
Hello.
This is Talkin Wrasslin. It's been a crazy fucking week. There's the roundup of our fucking week.
Yeah.
We got things to talk about. We got an interesting scoop of Ryan Nemeth being the softest wrestler alive. I'm going to proclaim my love to Toni Storm and Mariah May's feud today on this episode. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about Raw. We're going to talk about why NXT is actually really good. We're going to talk about Dynamite, which was actually pretty decent this week. And we're going to talk about something weird with the final boss that happened on SmackDown. And
he was loving all up on Cody Rhodes,
and
let me tell you.
I want your soul. And the wrestler of the week, which I get to pick. But anyway, quick little PSA. I hate ZombieSailor Toys.
Oh God, we're starting it off with this.
I hate if you don't know who ZombieSailor Toys is, ZombieSailor Toys is a toy collecting figure thing.
A figure manufacturer that's like a one-man show or whatever.
Yeah. As you guys know, I collect figures and stuff. We talked about it and stuff. I over a year ago, I pre-ordered the CM Punk and Larry 2-pack. Mm-hmm. That was over a year ago. When this Punk came back in 2023. Mm-hmm. This was announced in like 2024. The pre-order came out, ordered it. It's been over a year. Lyssie, do I have a CM Punk Larry 2-pack here?
No, unfortunately not.
Does anyone?
I don't know about all that.
No one does.
I haven't kept up with it, so.
No one does. At first, it was released, and they were like, okay, it's going to be late summer. Summer comes. Well, summer passed. Oh, it's going to be late November. Wow. It's February 2025.
That's pretty late in November.
And a lot
in February.
People are still waiting on like Sandman, like the 4th of July Sandman. Mm-hmm. All this. So I decided, I literally asked them a question in the comments. I literally said, update on the CM Punk figures. Because he like promoted something about Public Enemy figures, which looked cool. But I literally go, hey, what's the update on the CM Punk figures? And he fucking he tweets me back and goes, there's been updates. If you don't like it, don't wait. And then blocked me. Mm-hmm. And then I decided to troll him on Instagram and pretty much call him a piece of shit. Then he blocked me on Instagram. Now, I deserve to be blocked on Instagram, but not Twitter. But at the same time, why are you blocking people, dude? If you keep up with Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling, Bryce's channel, I made a short and he uploaded it of me talking shit on ZombieSailor Toys. I'm taking a drink. Hold on.
Sorry if you hear some like clicking. That's the kitten.
Yeah, the kitten's here. Lita's here. But I never had this problem. I understand things take time to be made. Mm-hmm. But it should not take over a year.
Well, here's the thing, right? So I get it if it's like a dude with maybe some help or whatever making the figures. and whatnot, and like maybe getting in over his head on it, yeah. But
he should have known with CM Punk figures.
Hold on. One of the things that I think is insane is he proclaims to have updated things. I don't think he's up, from what you said, he hasn't updated since November, saying that they were going to be like late November, or since saying they're going to be late November or something like that. Hasn't updated anything online, and Dylan hasn't gotten any emails stating any sort of extra communication.
I'll go to my emails right now.
About the figures.
And
so
ZombieSailor Toys. The only thing I have is the confirmation of my purchase, which was February 9th, 2024.
Yeah, so like my biggest thing with it is like keeping legitimate communication, even if they send emails. Like I had it happen with the Jack Perry jacket that I got, the scapegoat jacket, where they got a lot of orders in. Obviously, now they were limited, but they end up selling out of the jacket, so they had like the most amount that they could sell. And the production was taking longer than anticipated. So they sent out, I think, like two emails. One being like, hey, we appreciate your patience. We apologize. However, they are being produced. Shipping will be out soon. Yada, yada, yada. And then I think maybe 2 more weeks went by. Or maybe it was 3. And they're like, hey, we apologize for the inconvenience. We should be receiving the packages sometime this week or early next week. But to make it up to all of you for being so patient, we're going to like throw in a signed Polaroid, or a Polaroid of Jack Perry with your jacket, like signing your jacket or whatever, which was really cool. The thing is, like, they kept people updated on what was going on. And even if they sent an email out saying something like that, that would do fucking miles for people of just being like, well, they're explaining to me what's going on and why it's taking so long, and I understand that. And also, like, I've waited years, well, a year, maybe a year and a half, for figures before, for like anime figures. If any of you have ever pre-ordered anything from Good Smile, you know that you are not getting those figures for a long fucking time. What'd you just do?
I accidentally shocked her.
Oh.
She sniffed my hand and it had the static on it, and she got annoyed. I'm sorry, baby.
But if you order anything from Good Smile, you know that you're more than likely waiting a fucking year for this. But that's the thing, is they tell you you're waiting a year. You know what I mean? And I would say 9 times out of 10, I waited a year and it's shipped out.
Like, yeah,
so it's
I know
on time.
I knew I was gonna be waiting because it's a pre-order.
Yes.
That's the whole point of a pre-order. But a year, and like a lot of
they haven't predicted that, yes.
Yeah, and a lot of people are pissed off by it, rightfully so, because like, bro, like you're sitting on this, like, and he's doing interviews, right? He's doing interviews as of late. And it just seems to be like he knows his product's going down in like in quality, because a lot of people are bitching about, like, I'm expecting these figures to not look good, to be honest with you. I already told Bryce too. I was like, I refuse to even have the box say figs and heels. Like, I'm opening it. I don't care how beautiful the box looks or anything. I'm opening it. I don't want ZombieSailor Toys, whatever the fuck, on the box. Mm-hmm. I'd rather just have Punk and Larry out in the open. Because I saw like reviews and stuff, like people recently got stuff and like they would open it and out of the box arm falls off, like shit, paint's chipping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've heard Bryce wants to get one, but the thing is, the problem with these fucking figures is getting them for a reasonable price. They're always fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I won't let my pre-order, Punk and Larry pre-order, $50.
Yeah.
$50. That is expensive.
Oh.
But could be worse. But there is ones that go for more. But Bryce was like, he wants to get one to review one so bad.
But like, here's the thing, right? Like, if the quality was good, and I get it, if they're like, I would say like handmade, they're not mass produced. It's like a small guy's company. And here's the thing, like, if the quality was good and the customer service was fine, then I don't think people would care about spending $50 for a two-pack.
I don't think homies should be fucking blocking people for asking fucking questions on Twitter, bro. Like, we're not trolling you. We're trying not to troll you. The reason why you're getting trolled now is because of the way you're acting, and the way you act in interviews too.
And also, like,
you're a piece of shit.
Not to sound like this person, but like, I mean, WWE doesn't seemingly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, seemingly WWE doesn't really branch out with allowing their people to have figures from any other producer than the figures that they already use.
Yeah.
So they branched out, and had Punk, like, allowed Punk to do this collaboration with this smaller company.
You know, it's sad.
And it might now implement, like, it might leave a bad taste in their mouth from ever doing something like that again. So it's harmful to the other creators.
You know what's sad about this? This was, like, the first figure when Punk came back to WWE to be released, quote unquote, as not released yet. The stuff that WWE put out, Mattel, is already out. Yeah. I have a new CM Punk figure. I have the new Nexus one with the Macho Man gear. Like, that's a new figure that just came out. But, like, people have the Pipe Bomb one already and stuff. Like, bro, come on. Do fucking better. Yeah. Do fucking better with your fucking business. Your business fucking shit, like, how you run it, sucks.
Yeah, if it really is genuinely taking this long because the influx of the orders is a lot, like, you need to keep a good communication with your customers. Because, I mean, the thing is, customers are still going to get pissed off even if you do keep that open communication. But I guarantee you a lot more people would be more understanding if you kept a communication open with them. Like, I don't care, personally, I don't care about waiting for shit. But if I don't hear...
I would just like to be told.
Yeah, if I don't hear any updates of just, like, again, apologies, we appreciate your patience, we're working very hard to get these out, and, you know, appreciate, like, your loyalty to this or whatever.
Yeah, like,
I don't care.
The only update I've seen, because supposedly of course, there's people that are the dick suckers of him, and be like, oh, there is updates. Where? They're in interviews. I don't fucking listen to these. I'm not gonna listen to fucking ZombieSailor talk for fucking 50 minutes to Matt Card. No offense, Matt Cardona, about fucking figures. I'm sorry. I have better things to listen to. But the only updates I've seen with my eyes on Twitter or Instagram were like one, and it was a few months ago, of like, they're on the boat. That's all what pretty much said. What does that mean? They're on the boat. Where? To where?
Is the boat in the room with us?
Yeah, like where? Where's the fucking boat?
3 months ago, and the boat's still there. I think the boat's lost at sea at this point.
Yeah, like, where the fuck's the boat? In the Bermuda Triangle?
Might be.
Did it get fucking lost? Or is there a bunch of Punk and Larry figures in the Bermuda Triangle?
They might be. Abducted by aliens.
Kids, don't trust con artists. Fucking carny motherfuckers.
I don't know if I necessarily say he's a con artist if people are getting their stuff. I just think he's untrustworthy.
Don't trust ZombieSailor Toys. Don't support him. He's a piece of shit. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to probably what's going to take up most of this fucking podcast. So, there was a big lawsuit that happened. So.
A really fucking stupid lawsuit.
And we're going to read it. So, Ryan Nemeth. Who? Nick Nemeth's brother. Dolph Ziggler's brother. Ryan Nemeth. Is suing CM Punk and AEW. So, in the words of Morrissey, the bomb will bring us back together. And that bomb is fucking Ryan Nemeth bringing Tony Khan and CM Punk back together. So, I'm going to read some of this. So, Ryan Nemeth has... If you want me to stop at any time, let me know. Ryan Nemeth has filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles Supreme Court against AEW, Tony Khan, and CM Punk. The lawsuit alleges assault, breach of contract.
Hold up. Is this the actual lawsuit?
Yes.
Like, this is written?
I'm reading this from Fightful. I screenshotted all of this from Fightful.
So is this Fightful's, like, report on it, or is this, like, the actual documentation?
This is the documentation that is available that you can see. This is the actual documentation.
No, I meant, like, this part right here. So that's from the documentation.
This is...
I was gonna say, no way that he actually wrote CM Punk and not Phil Brooks.
No.
Official
No, the part I'm reading now is fucking whoever reported this from Fightful, probably Jeremy Lambert, not Sean, thank God. Fucking typed this up.
Dan Lambert?
This stuff is the, like, court stuff that we will read.
Okay, continue.
But... So, the lawsuit alleges assault, breach of contract, breach of implied conveyance of good faith, and fair dealing and intentional interference with prospective advantage. The lawsuit was filed on February 14th. There is
nothing better to do on Valentine's Day.
There is no case number assigned to the lawsuit, and it's not yet listed online. So, in other words, this ain't fucking important in the court of law. That's what that
The
means.
court of law said, yeah, sure, kid.
Because if this was important, there would already be available, like, everywhere. But, so, this is from the lawsuit. Ryan Nemeth is a successful actor, comedian, and stuntman. Nemeth also followed his older brother, Nick's career, and has established himself as a star performer on the professional wrestling circuit. Nemeth was
name one Ryan Nemeth match. Go.
I don't fucking know.
Name one Ryan Nemeth match.
Did he win the BTE title once?
That's not a match though. They played mini games.
But that's successful, right? He's a champion.
Don't bring the BTE title.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Don't play
to
the
this.
BTE title into this.
Anyway.
Sometimes unimportant people hold important titles.
Anyway.
Continue.
AEW is owned by Shahid and Tony Khan.
Shad Khan?
No, it's his actual government. Shahid Khan.
Oh, shit.
Yep, not Shad Khan. Shahid Khan. Shahid Khan is the owner of the NFL franchise Jacksonville Jaguars.
Duval.
When his son Tony managed to alienate most everyone within the Jaguars organization, including star NFL players, Tony was moved to a leadership role in the Khan family-owned Fulton Football Club.
What does this have to do
I don't know.
with AEW?
I don't know. It's just... Okay, so this is literally just Tony Khan's thing. Phil Brooks was another wrestler under contract with AEW and a member of the AEW management team. Tony had a deep fascination with Brooks. It says that.
Oh, they're in love. Okay.
Brooks undertook a campaign to terrorize and intimidate Nemeth, including physical assault. AEW and Tony Khan did nothing to protect Ryan Nemeth and other wrestling performers from despicable conduct on the part of Brooks. AEW turned a blind eye to Brooks' conduct because of Tony's deep admiration for Brooks and because he was their most popular wrestling performer. At Brooks and Tony's insistence, AEW and Tony Khan have undertaken an effort to quote-unquote blackball Nick Nemeth so we never work again. So we never can work again in the wrestling business.
So, quick question, right?
Oh boy.
So, CM Punk,
Yes.
famously known for beating the shit out of Jack Perry backstage, my poor little boy.
Yes.
He murdered my son. My son is dead. Please help my son. He killed him, and so
We saw it on camera.
we saw it on camera. We heard all about it. Everyone knows this. Literally everyone knows this. So they were protecting him when they fired him, and then proceeded to, after firing him, continuously, which, don't get me wrong, because Punk made shots at AEW too, and I'm not going to forget that, but have allowed talent to go on and then further slander Punk's name, take shots at him on live television and little jabs here and there, literally allow a character to develop it, or a person to develop an entire character around the assault in the Crimea River that involved CM Punk, and make success out of that. That's protecting CM Punk?
Yes, because Tony had a deep admiration.
Admiration.
They
were in love.
He loved CM Punk.
See, what you don't know about when Punk said that when he came back to WWE that people were kissing him on the
It was
mouth. It was
Tony.
actually Tony. He came backstage and kissed him on the mouth and said, "I'm so proud of you, baby girl."
See, we need to find out who called Drew McIntyre still. And we need to find out who kissed Punk on the mouth.
Oh yeah.
These are things that we need to know.
I think Kofi kissed him on the mouth.
Probably.
It was probably Kofi.
Kofi. Anyway, so this is just like the numbered things in the lawsuit. You know what I mean?
In order.
Yeah. So,
Sorry if you're scratching, it's the cats.
at all relevant times mentioned herein, Brooks was also an employee of AEW.
Are they fighting in the box?
Yes. Serving a role in executive leadership. In early 2023, Brooks assaulted and battered two fellow wrestlers, known by the stage names Matt and Nick Jackson.
Wait, hold on. I feel like Punk said he wasn't management.
No, he said he was.
He was? Okay.
Yeah, if you go back and listen to that Ariel Helwani interview, he says he had 2 contracts.
Oh, that's right.
He also said, I forget the exact word he said, but he was like, I was like Tony's right-hand man or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I was...
That was technically no secret to begin with.
I thought that was disproven.
No.
That's my bad.
No, that was technically like no secret to begin with, of like he was in office.
Okay.
It was very obvious with things.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So he assaulted the Young Bucks. Brooks is known to have an uncontrollable temper and often lashes out in violent tirades against others.
What about Kenny? Wait, what about Kenny? Did Kenny really just get the dog out of there?
Yeah.
Did he just get Larry? He wasn't even.
Probably. Well, yeah. Don't forget. Punk says he doesn't hate Kenny.
Well, Ace Steel went after Kenny.
Well, that's between Ace and Kenny.
But I'm surprised. I'm actually genuinely surprised that Kenny wasn't mentioned in that because, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like leaving that information out is bad. But continue.
Thus, defendants were on notice regarding Brooks' violent proclivities. Rather than removing Brooks from the AEW roster of wrestlers, Tony Khan made a decision to merely suspend Brooks for a few months. He was also injured.
Yeah.
And the Young Bucks were also suspended.
Yep, Young Bucks were suspended.
It does not mention that.
So were Kenny. So was Kenny.
It does not mention that in here. Brooks is one of AEW's most popular wrestlers, and Khan did not feel that Brooks could be removed without a substantial loss in profit for AEW. Yeah.
That's valid, yeah.
Further, Khan has a very deep personal affinity for Brooks.
Why are we really, hammering home?
The wording of all of this is insane.
We are really hammering home that, there was a bias because they were in a lover's quarrel. Did AJ know about this?
Khan made the conscious decision to keep Brooks as a part of AEW, although he knew that Brooks is prone to lashing out in violent episodes and to injure others. When did he injure anyone?
Nick got knocked out with the chair.
Okay, that's not an injury, though.
That's an injury? He got knocked out.
He lived and nothing was broken.
Well, also, I don't know. I think that might have been Ace. I don't know if that was Punk. We don't know specifically what happened there. So
we'll never know what happened.
We're never going to know. I mean, Kenny had bruise from the bite mark. I think Matt was
all we know is CM Punk whipped 3 people's asses with one arm.
Well, here's the thing, too, though, in that is, again, we don't know the story about that. So what Nick's saying could be completely biased because...
remember there was reports that they kicked down the door?
Yeah, what Ryan's saying is completely biased. Lita, get down.
It sounds all biased, though, if you think about it.
Well, and the thing is, too, and this isn't me trying to sound like, against my boys or anything, but Ryan Nemeth is a Young Bucks guy, so of course he's going to shine the light on the Young Bucks.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
You know what I mean?
Moving on. Beyond his deep feelings for Brooks.
Oh my fucking god.
Khan represented to AEW executives and wrestlers that the TBS network has produced the AEW Collision show. So that's wrong. It's TNT, not TBS. There's a couple of wrong things in this.
There's a lot of wrong stuff.
So that's wrong already, that it was the TNT network, not TBS. Because Collision's on TNT. To contingent upon Brooks' involvement as the show's star. This was all the more reason for Khan to keep Brooks in spite of his violent actions. I mean, CM Punk pretty much admitted that too.
Yeah, and Punk said it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We knew what the whole point of Collision was to begin with. That's the whole thing. During his suspension, for unknown reasons, Brooks made it known that he despised Nemeth. Nemeth did nothing to Brooks whatsoever, but Brooks made it well known that he was angry with Nemeth. Brooks has a notorious history for taking violent action against others for no reason. When
I don't think I ever...
Yeah.
Unless this is some,
because during the whole time, it was Punk and the Young Bucks. It was nothing else.
And I don't know if this is some sort of, backstage stuff. Because the whole counterfeit Bucks thing didn't happen until Collision started.
Yeah.
So, and then that's when Ryan Nemeth made that comment on fucking Twitter. So, I don't know if there was, backstage stuff of him, talking to other people and just being like, I hate that twink Ryan Nemeth, or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh my god.
But,
you think Punk said that?
Probably.
Those exact words?
Oh, yeah. But, I don't remember seeing anything publicly.
Okay.
Personally.
So, moving on. I don't remember saying anything publicly, Annie. On April 16th, 2023, Nemeth contacted executives within AEW to tell his employer that he was worried Brooks would come back to the wrestling circuit following his suspension and assault Nemeth. On June 21st, 2023, following Brooks' return to the wrestling circuit, he assaulted Nemeth in the male locker room in a menacing manner.
Menacing?
Brooks shouted at Nemeth, "Do we have a fucking problem? Do we need to step outside and handle this like men?" Nemeth was concerned by Brooks and did everything he could in order to de-escalate the situation.
Was this after he tweeted?
It doesn't say in here, but...
Was this after he
June
tweeted?
21st is the debut episode of Collision.
Yeah, so
and he said that in the beginning promo, and Nemeth immediately tweeted that.
So yeah, this was probably after he fucking tweeted that shit out, and he was quite.
It does say
like,
following.
problem.
It does say following Brooks' return to the wrestling circuit.
So yeah.
Did this happen before the show, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next day, Nemeth was contacted by Tony Schiavone and other executives from AEW to explain what happened. Nemeth calmly and factually explained that he was attacked by Brooks in the locker room.
You don't need to say factually if you're telling the truth.
Following the assault, nothing happened to Brooks as far as punishment from AEW. Pause this for a second. My dad is calling me.
Oh, alrighty.
All right, we're back. I think we left off following the assault. Nothing happened to
Dylan
Brooks.
stubbed his toe. He got assaulted by CM Punk in the locker room. He's suing AEW.
Yeah, CM Punk. we had a pause. CM Punk showed up and assaulted me, and I love CM Punk. I have a deep admiration for CM Punk. Admiration for CM Punk. I love him. He is the biggest star in the world for KWA and DCW. Anyway. It was well known in the wrestling industry that, quote-unquote, benching a wrestler is a form of punishment. That is, the wrestling performer is not scheduled for a match and thus is not paid. Benching a wrestler is a customary manner of punishing a wrestler.
That's, to my knowledge, not how those contracts work. They get paid to sit at home, so he got paid.
And I could be wrong. I've never been in, like, the professional wrestling industry.
Unless you never have a contract, but...
I've never been in the professional wrestling industry, but I went to pro wrestling school. I never heard the term benching. I never heard, like, the promoter go, like, "I'm benching you tonight."
Yeah, I don't know.
Never made, like, I don't know if that's just a term that, like, I never heard of that term before. And I've watched, like, a video on, like, wrestling terms before. Never heard of that term before.
But, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ryan Nemeth didn't have a contract, but, like, we literally hear about how these people have contracts just to sit at home and get paid.
Tony
like
Khan was paying fucking Rita Patterson. She was a referee back in the WWF. Mm-hmm. She had like she was she was suing them or something.
Oh yeah.
Tony Khan had her under contract for like a year. They didn't do anything with her.
He just paid her money.
Yeah. He just
Fuck it. Why not?
Literally, when people on Twitter say, "We think Dave Meltzer is part of AEW's contract, like he's being paid by AEW," it's not people trolling.
He just might be.
It's people literally being like, "No, we really think Dave Meltzer is being paid by AEW. I think he is. I think he's under payroll.
Maybe.
$15 fucking to watch a podcast and he's fucking talking on a fucking landline. Get the fuck out of here, Dave Meltzer.
That's crazy.
What the fuck? Come on, we got better production than you. This is free. And we have like two views. Anyway. Following the incident with Brooks, Nemeth greatly feared being benched by AEW. Nemeth spoke with AEW's in-house counsel and attorneys from Latham and Watkins, outside counsel for AEW. All of the attorneys promised that Nemeth would not be benched. Yeah, because a bunch of lawyers are going to be like, "Yeah, don't worry, you're not going to be benched." They don't know.
Doesn't make any
they don't
sense.
fucking know wrestling. Following his June 22nd conversation with Tony Schiavone, etc., Nemeth was not booked for a match for over 2 months. Well, who the fuck would book Ryan Nemeth?
You have to be good to be on the card, buddy.
Yeah. Because Nemeth was not booked for matches, his income stream from AEW dried up. More importantly, his popularity and marketability faded from being absent from the professional wrestling circuit.
What popularity?
Now we go back. We need to go back to the beginning of this fucking lawsuit. Ryan Nemeth is a successful actor, comedian, and stuntman. So why is his money drying up then? If he's a successful actor, comedian, or stuntman?
Yeah, what popularity, dude? I only knew about Ryan Nemeth from BTE.
Yeah. I know him as Dolph Ziggler's brother.
Yeah, I didn't even know that he was a wrestler for a while.
To be honest, I didn't even know either until he showed up on AEW Dark one time. And I was like, oh, okay. On June 17th, 2023. So we're going back in time.
We're going back in time.
We're going back in time. We're going back in time here because following his June 22nd conversation, the debut collision was June 21st. So, on June 17th, 2023, Nemeth again contacted AEW's legal department to complain that he was being punished for doing nothing. It was then that Nemeth discovered the real reason why he was being benched. Brooks had insisted upon this. Because Tony Khan has such a deep admiration for Brooks, bordering on an obsession, Khan went along with Brooks' desires to ruin Nemeth's career. Bro, they're just conspiring. On August 12th, 2023, Nemeth was finally booked for an event in Greensboro, North Carolina. On the morning of August 12th, Nemeth was walking through the hotel lobby to board a shuttle to the sports arena where the wrestling match would take place. He saw Brooks. Brooks immediately took out his phone and began the text. Ooh.
What is he?
He's texting his lover. His lover, Tony Khan.
Oh my gosh. Scandalous.
A moment after that text was sent, Nemeth received a text from AEW supervisor Pat Buck, saying that he needed to speak with Nemeth as soon as he got to the arena. Upon arriving at the arena, Nemeth sought out Pat Buck. Buck told Nemeth that he needed to leave the arena immediately and that travel would be arranged for him to fly out the same day. Yeah, at least the travel was rearranged.
Wasn't this that Collision episode where they were also saying Hangman was like banned from the building?
Christopher Daniels was banned.
Yeah.
All of these. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. There was a bunch of these. Nemeth was embarrassed and humiliated in front of other wrestlers who witnessed him being kicked out of the arena. More importantly, fans observed him leaving the arena. Pictures were taken and the expulsion became viral on social media.
I don't ever remember seeing pictures of this going around. I remember hearing about it, but also what I don't remember hearing about, maybe it's just because he's so fucking unmemorable, is the fact that there was a Ryan Nemeth match scheduled and announced for fucking Collision, and then it got changed. I don't remember that happening, so maybe they just didn't announce it, but...
This entire episode was engineered by Brooks. Brooks demanded that Nemeth would be told to leave and that he would be flown out of Greensboro immediately. Khan, for his part, went along with Brooks out of his deep admiration. Bro, how many times?
What fucking twink is writing this?
Sean Ross Sapp. On August 15th, 2023, Nemeth contacted AEW's legal group and complained about being ejected from the event at the direction of Brooks.
Well, you weren't the one being ejected, dude. I'm sure there was a lot of things going on backstage. It wasn't just you.
AEW lawyers were themselves stunned and could offer no explanation for the conduct of Brooks and Khan. This is where it gets good. Oh, wait. No, this is not when it gets good. On November 18th, 2024, Nemeth wrestled for the last time for AEW.
He did?
I guess so. Nemeth continued to follow up with AEW's legal department in hopes of trying to resolve this situation and to avoid a further conflict. In a bizarre email, AEW attorney Chris Peck reached out and threatened legal action against Nemeth and accused him of employing a quote-unquote ghostwriter in his emails. This is when it gets good. Listen to the date. So, CM Punk returned to Survivor Series in 2023. On November 25th, 2024, Brooks left AEW to wrestle for the organization's main competitor, WWE. So the dates are wrong.
So wait, hold on. What was the date before that one that he was talking about where he wrestled his final match and was emailing them?
November 18th, 2024.
So he's still, allegedly, he's still concerned about all of this stuff going on.
A year later.
Yeah, a year later after Punk's been fired.
Because Punk was fired in August of 2023. Showed up in November of 2023, the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
He got injured in January of 2024. And then he was still on TV here and there. But then he's been back since like summer.
But he's been gone since 2023 from AEW.
Yeah. So the dates are wrong. Ready? This is gonna be your favorite one. Ready? Khan was heartbroken by the departure of Brooks, his idol, and that he adored in every way.
Dylan. Dylan. I don't like when mom and dad fight. Why did my parents divorce?
Because of Ryan Nemeth.
Ryan Nemeth's a homewrecker. You stupid slut. This is all your fault.
Bro.
My family is broken because of Ryan Nemeth.
Imagine reading this in the court. Imagine these fucks sitting in the courtroom. In the fucking courtroom. You swear on the Bible. I tell the whole truth.
You cannot swear on the Bible on gay sex.
That is true. But I tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God, whatever the fuck. You're there in your suit and tie. You look professional. Number 39. Reading the fucking lawsuit here. Going through it. Oh. Khan was heartbroken by the departure of Brooks, his idol that he adored in every way. Tony Khan, he's sitting there at the fucking desk. Yes. Is this true? It is in fact true.
I can honestly...
Punk's sitting there like, what the fuck?
Legitimately, I can honestly see this being said in a courtroom and everything's all said and done and like, Mr. Khan, what is your response to all this? And Tony just goes, well,
It's great.
Not that I don't support it, of course, but I'm a straight man. Todd Cup.
Anyway, moving on. Khan was furious with Nemeth. Khan believes that Brooks left AEW because of Nemeth. Let me read that again. Khan believes that Brooks left AEW because of Nemeth.
So, let's just dissect that.
CM Punk was fired.
Yeah, so CM Punk was fired. He didn't leave.
Wait, let's actually back this up completely of what we know. So, let's go back to All Out. He has the fucking the scrum thing. Mm-hmm. He bitches out the EVPs. Mm-hmm. So, we know as of now, the problem is the EVPs. They have the brawl out.
Yes.
He comes back. He gets suspended, comes back. Collision. Counterfeit Bucks. Then
the Bucks laughed about it, by the way.
Then
they changed their bio on Twitter and were like, we would have been selling shirts by now.
Again, we don't know if it's true or not. Meetings were supposedly to happen, but the meetings never happened. All of that. They were giving Punk a 6-month grace period. Something like that. We're just going what fucking was ever reported over these past couple of years with that shit. All in happens.
Go cry me a river.
Go cry me a river. Punk chokes him out. I just choked someone a little. And then Tony Khan fires Punk.
Well, okay.
Now we're there.
So we can kind of technically backtrack a bit because Punk said that he told Tony he quits.
Yes.
But then he was fired.
Yes.
So we don't know what happened in between there, if there was maybe some backtracking or whatever.
Well,
but he ends up officially getting fired.
Yeah, Punk tried saying, I quit, you're a clown, I quit. But Tony was like, no, I need you. Because he loved them, had admiration.
They were in love. This was the breakup.
Yeah.
So Punk was not only fired, but also the entire wrestling world literally saw what Punk was fired for, and it was beating up on a fucking twink. It was for a hate crime. No, it was because of the fucking brawl with him and Jack Perry.
He choked someone.
And if we also go back and go off of what we were told, there was a 6-month grace period where the Bucks wanted to make sure that nothing happened before working with him again. An altercation happens, he got fired. This happened before the 6-month grace period was up. So let's just say that's how this went. We don't know for certain, but to make sense of things, let's just say that's how this happened. So that 6-month grace period wasn't met, he gets fired, and he then goes to work for WWE. So Ryan Nemeth has literally, to our knowledge, nothing to fucking do with this. The people that have to do with why Punk was fired was Jack Perry, Tony Khan, and maybe the Bucks because of this alleged 6-month whatever. If we're gonna really like dive deep into it, I'm sure Punk probably did go up to Ryan Nemeth after his stupid fucking tweet and was just like, "Do we have a fucking problem?"
Yeah, I believe that.
But like, I think that's probably it. I think that happened and CM Punk went about his day and got some fucking ice cream or something, and then just fucking forgot about who the fuck Ryan Nemeth is, because it's not like he's fucking booked anyway.
Yeah, who the fuck is Ryan Nemeth? Hold on, I gotta smoke weed reading more of this. Hold on, we're taking a weed. Lyssie, give us your thoughts so far on this.
This whole thing's fucking stupid. This whole thing is so fucking stupid. And personally, like, I know that this is a Ryan Nemeth thing to begin with, but I'm really sick and tired of this fucking CM Punk AEW bullshit constantly getting brought up like once every fucking 6 months.
Seriously though, it is like it gets brought up every couple of months.
Like, he's been gone. The Bucks have moved on. Kenny has moved on. Kenny has quite literally stated he has no fucking problem with CM Punk.
You think
Punk stated he doesn't have any fucking problem with Kenny. If the Bucks and if the Bucks and Punk have a problem, whatever, that's their own volition. They don't like each other, that's fine. They don't work with each other anymore, and they're both doing their own fucking thing in their own fucking company, have left each other alone. Jack Perry's made an entire character off of it. He's been successful with it. Great for him. The only fucking person that's still fucking butthurt about this are these stupid fucking Twitter incels and fucking Ryan Nemeth. I don't know the difference between the two, apparently, though.
Now, with that being said, honest opinion, before I continue on. Do you think that this isn't even Punk's fault, this one?
No!
Like, you could pick and choose whatever fucking side you want with Brawl Out and All In and all that. That's not about this. But all of this accumulating together fucking 2 years later, 3 years later, pretty much, almost 3 years later, do you think this is hurting AEW?
No, I think this is hurting Ryan Nemeth.
Okay.
I think that, because all the
I didn't know how people were gonna, like, I'll get to you in a second. I didn't know how people were gonna view it, because I can see on one side of, like, this could hurt AEW just for the sole reason of the Twitter incels being like, LOL, look at this, getting dragged through the mud again. But then you also have the counter argument now of, which I really don't really want to talk about, because that's like a big sensitive subject. We can talk about it if we want after this. But
the other lawsuit for the
other lawsuit for the other company, WWE.
Well, here's the thing, right? I've only ever seen so far one tweet that was about, AEW has 2 lawsuits. I don't even know the second one. But 2 lawsuits out against the way that they treat their workers.
I think it's the Tate brothers and the fucking Kevin Kelly one.
Oh, Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Here's the thing. Right? If this were to hurt AEW, if AEW legitimately was doing something wrong in this fucking lawsuit wouldn't be so vague. There would be detailed counterpoints as to what happened and why it happened. We have no explanation as to why, like, from this lawsuit alone. If you have no idea what's going on in this and you are just reading this fucking lawsuit, right? You have no idea what sparked Punk's anger with Ryan Nemeth. Like, if you're reading this, you're thinking Punk walked in, saw Ryan Nemeth, and
said,
pointed
"Fuck
at him
you."
and said, "Fuck you, I hate you," and never fucking talked to him and just decided he hates him. Because there is no clear description as
I
to
can imagine that.
what could have caused the strife between them. There's not even a mention in the fact that Ryan Nemeth sent out that stupid fucking tweet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just walked into the locker room and decided
Yeah, like...
he wants to just beat the shit out of Ryan
Yeah,
Nemeth.
like... Everyone knows what started this, but it's not even stated here. What truly started this beef between Punk and Nemeth was Punk said something about your favorite wrestlers are soft in the Collision promo, and then Nemeth tweeted out literally the softest man alive.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, anything prior to that, there's nothing explaining
I
it. There's
never
no proof
heard.
backing.
I never prior to all of this, I never heard anything between Punk and Nemeth.
No, and
It was always Punk and the Bucks, Punk and the Elite, all that shit.
Yeah, like, so if there was a lot of stuff that legitimately happened that wasn't Ryan Nemeth's fault to start, because I'm not going to sit here and say that they didn't not like each other and that there probably wasn't some beef. I guarantee it was all on fucking Ryan Nemeth and he just doesn't want to take the blame for it. If this was all Punk's doing, you would be able to write down consensus points and, like, articulate what he has done to you in great detail to cause you this much stress and this much alarm without being so vague and wishy-washy about it.
Oh, I'm gonna give my whole thoughts on this at the end
So,
of everything.
My point is, no, I don't think this is hurting AEW because it just makes Ryan Nemeth look really fucking stupid.
That's fair. Fair argument there. The defendants, which is Punk and Tony, have embarked upon campaign to blackball Nemeth from professional wrestling. Specifically, Tony Khan blames Nemeth for Brooks leaving AEW and has used his significant resources to make sure that Nemeth can never again make a living in wrestling.
That's literally not true because, like, after he wasn't on AEW...
Bro, he's in TNA!
Yeah, he was literally parading around fucking Nick.
Also, good job, Nemeth. You're, like, ruining your shit with TNA.
Yeah, and
WWE.
you're making your brother look stupid.
Yeah, well... The conduct of each of the defendants was malicious in that defendants intended to cause injury to the plaintiff. Defendants acted willfully and with a conscious disregard for the rights of the plaintiff. That's the end of that. Now it's just Nemeth is seeking
Compensation?
No.
Compensatory.
Okay.
Compensation, basically.
Yeah, damages, punitive damages, and demands a jury trial.
Ain't no way you're fucking getting Punk and Tony Khan on fucking trial.
He's bringing them back together. In December 2024, Fightful Select reports that Nemeth submitted a complaint to numerous AEW executives that outlined a timeline of events that he says highlight abuse, harassment, and threats he faced while working in AEW. Nemeth is currently part of TNA Wrestling, while Punk was fired by AEW in September of 2023. Then you go up and After a backstage incident at AEW All In, he joined WWE in November of 2023. And that's it. That's it. That's the lawsuit. That is the most dumbest fucking lawsuit I've ever seen. I'm no lawyer. I don't read lawsuits for a living. I don't look up lawsuit shit. But the ones that I have read in the past and present, this is the dumbest one.
It sounds like Ryan Nemeth typed it himself.
Yeah, this is fucking childish. Your tweet saying literally the softest man alive is at you. Because this is fucking soft. This is soft. You could say whatever you want on both sides if you're an elite mark or a punk mark, as on this podcast. But I'll be the first one to say, I don't even think the fucking Young Bucks would sue Punk over this bullshit.
They would have by now.
Yeah.
If they were going to, they fucking would have.
This is dumb bullshit. This is professional wrestling. Grow the fuck up.
But also, oh god, sorry.
By the way, we're recording like this from now on because I like how this is here.
Yeah.
And I don't have to I can just sit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know. I just think that this whole fucking thing is really fucking dumb and a waste of everyone's time. And I would not be surprised if Ryan Nemeth has an ego so fucking big that he thinks he can represent himself in court without a lawyer.
That'd be the funniest
I
shit.
guarantee you he wrote this fucking shit and he's gonna show up as his own lawyer and he's gonna get fucking smacked. He's gonna get smacked by the fucking judicial system. Because he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't have his fucking dates right. He has no case based off the fact that he doesn't have his fucking dates right.
A lot of people were saying, like, this is definitely probably just going to get settled out of court.
Oh, yeah.
But, and for the, like, people were just being funny about it. Like, because Khan's not going to be wanting and be in the same room with CM Punk after that traumatizing experience.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? He loved him so much, but there was this traumatizing experience.
He feared for his life.
That he went out to tell everyone.
Was there a domestic... I don't mean to joke about this. But were they domestically abusing each other?
Dude, I don't fucking know what's going on, but apparently they were in love, but they hated each other at the same time. And Tony Khan feared for his fucking life.
Who's the top and who's the bottom?
I don't fucking know, my guy. But I'm just saying here.
God damn, they're my favorite gay couple.
I'm just fucking saying here that this is fucking really stupid and
CM Khan
literally makes no fucking sense unless there's so much fucking information behind this that the fans don't fucking know. But if there was, you should have fucking written it in your fucking lawsuit to make it clear and concise to everyone.
Oh yeah, no, Ryan Nemeth made himself look fucking stupid, and like the reason why I asked as well of like, do you think this makes AEW look stupid? I don't think it does. But it makes AEW look like a fucking joke. Because it's like, what the fuck are they doing over there?
It's not even them, though.
It's not. It's not their fault. Them. But I'm just saying, it makes AEW look like... And it's not their fault. It makes AEW... Because it's like, what the fuck are you doing over there?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why do we have this guy suing over this bullshit?
But, I mean, I think this is also going to hurt Ryan Nemeth forever, because no one's going to want to fucking hire him if he's going to sue over some dumb fucking shit.
You're working for TNA now. Punk's working for WWE. WWE and TNA have a working relationship. Punk is literally, like, sleeping with Shawn Michaels now to get in the NXT when Shawn, takes, croaks, unfortunately. Like, Punk's going to be next in line more than likely. So, Punk's going to... What are you going to do? Punk will be like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna murder you.
We saw what happened the last time someone sued CM Punk.
Yeah.
So, he's gonna find out that you still share a bank account with your mom. And you're never gonna live it down, Ryan Nemeth. Is that what you want? You want to be another Colt Cabana?
God damn.
I don't think you want to be another Colt Cabana. Just cut your losses, man.
What's your opinions on Colt Cabana?
I don't really have opinions on Colt Cabana. I like that him and Brandon Cutler were doing that thing for a bit, and he was dressing like him, and they were being goofy. They were funny together, I'll give it that much, but that's about as far as I've got.
Okay. So, I guess I don't really have, like, all the information on this one, but, one lawsuit to another lawsuit. It's WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And the Janelle Grant lawsuit. We kind of figured this. This is why, like, this might be, like, a quick one. Because, like, this is kind of common sense. We kind of figured this was going to happen with it being WWE. I mean, it's still a shitty thing. But, like, they're backing Vince in court.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just for them to be like, wipe it clean. Kind of figured that was going to happen. It's a shitty fucking thing. It's a goddamn shame. You should believe the victims.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Lizzie, can you ask me about the Tony Storm and Mariah May feud?
What do you think about the Tony Storm and Mariah May feud?
I fucking love it. It is the greatest fucking thing going on in AEW right now.
Yeah?
It is by far the greatest fucking thing going on in AEW right now.
So why are we talking about this? Their feud's over.
No, it's not. It's continuing. You didn't see what happened on Collision?
No.
Mariah beat the fuck out of her.
Oh.
We're continuing. And my conspiracy still stands. I have a conspiracy with this. So, they're both 1-1 with each other. They've only had 2 matches. They were spaced out.
Yes.
But they both won in their hometowns. Mariah won in her hometown, and Tony won in her hometown.
Sure.
So they need to have match 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in Los Angeles, which is technically the hometown of Timeless Toni Storm, because she's from fucking Warner Studios or whatever.
Yeah.
Based in Los Angeles, where Revolution's taking place.
Yeah.
They need to have a match 3 for the belt, but it needs to have a fucking stipulation.
Lights out or a steel cage?
Well, we're already having a steel cage.
Lights out.
So lights out match. Mariah wins.
Or a street fight.
Mariah wins.
No.
Mariah wins.
No.
Timeless Toni doesn't need the belt.
She doesn't, but
Mariah needs the belt.
I don't want to flip-flop the fucking belt.
This time you do it. Sometimes you call for it. You gotta do it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's my conspiracy on this.
Okay.
I want you to remember that. Let's move on to Raw.
Okay.
From last week.
I don't think I saw anything on Raw, did I?
No, let's be a quick one. So, we're getting Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber in Canada in an unsanctioned match instead of WrestleMania. Your thoughts?
Boo! Boo, put them on Mania. Boo, I get it that they're both from Canada and it's their hometown, but boo!
But it's an unsanctioned match. That's
Which is cool, yay!
They're gonna kill each other.
But I want it on Mania, boo! Oh, God.
Oh, she's making sure he's okay.
She's biting him. No, she's licking him.
Aww.
She's licking him!
Aww.
No, I think she's biting him. I don't know what she's doing to him.
They love each other. It's funny.
Aww.
That's her mom.
She's biting him. She's biting him. They're fighting.
That's her mom. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hey.
Separate them. Separate them. Referee. The cats are fighting. Cats are going at it.
Oh my gosh.
And then Elimination Chamber match is CM Punk versus John Cena versus Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Versus Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Versus Logan Paul.
Boo.
Winner faces Cody at Mania.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
but boo.
We'll get back to that in a minute, because at this point in time, watching Raw last week, Cena's winning. Cena's winning the chamber. But as we move on in the week here, you'll see. But moving on to NXT.
I didn't watch it.
And boy, NXT is a great fucking wrestling show.
Did not watch it.
Let me fucking tell you.
I was at work.
I don't think NXT is meant to be viewed as a technical wrestling show. I think NXT is meant to be looked at as a, wow, look at these fucking people just do wild shit. Because the gimmicks suck.
Terrible.
But the
the
wrestling,
great.
the logic, 0 cents.
Fantastic.
But it's great. But none of them, some of them, most of them, don't have a wrestling background. They're just college athletes.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's an NIL deal.
Yeah.
NXT's fucking great. I don't know what Shawn Michaels is fucking cooking, but
he needs to cook up some better gimmicks. I will say that much, and I will say that until he does.
But let's just let's talk about. I think I'm giving the women some love on this episode today. I talked about Mariah May and Toni Storm. Let's talk about the NXT women's division, the greatest women's division in wrestling today.
I don't know. I haven't been watching it.
It is fucking goddamn stacked. You have Julia as the NXT champion, Stephanie Vaquer as the North American champion. Mm-hmm. You have Jordan Grace now. They teamed up. Mm-hmm. You have Roxanne Perez.
Oh, I've seen Roxanne. I like Roxanne.
Now she's on the main roster doing shit too, so that's cool.
Oh, good for
but
her.
Roxanne Perez is great. You have Cora Jade. I know you're not a fan of Cora Jade, but she's really good.
I'd have to actually see her in-ring stuff. I'm just biased against her.
You have you have a girl. Her name is Sol Ruka.
I've seen Sol Ruka.
Yeah,
stuff.
her gimmick is like a surfer skater chick.
Yeah.
And her wrestling is like insane.
Yeah, I've seen some of her
shit
stuff.
she does is actually fucking insane. You have Gigi Dolan.
I'm kind of surprised Gigi's even still on NXT.
Yeah, me too.
But like, all right.
But sometimes they bring in like the main roster women. Like Bayley was down there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So like, bro, NXT women's division cooking. We're gonna be watching NXT tonight. We're recording this on a Tuesday, by the way, because it's been a hectic week. It's been a very hectic week. But anyway, so Moose showed up.
Yeah.
I audibly popped when Moose showed up. He's coming for Oba, the NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
Moose is the X Division champion. That's a goddamn banger of a match waiting to happen. Well, I've been waiting for Moose to show up, and I'm glad he did.
Meat.
Oh, yeah, meat. Yep. Me and Bryce were fucking busting a nut over it.
Okay.
And then the big thing happened on NXT. A really big thing. The Absolute One came out. His name is Bryce Van Pelt.
Bryce, you're on NXT.
Yeah.
You know, they've been watching him from what I heard.
Yeah. But, so Ricky Starks comes out. We're getting to it in a minute. Ricky Starks comes out. No, he didn't even have a theme. He didn't even have a theme yet.
Put your face in your hand.
They used the NXT bumper music.
Oh my fucking god.
And everyone on Twitter thought that was the theme because people were like, yeah, no, it's like, bro, that's the NXT bumper music. So I can't wait to see what they fucking cook up for him tonight.
Give him some horns.
It's gonna be dog
horns.
shit.
It's
Watch.
gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be dog shit. So
it's gonna have some shit at the beginning that goes, I am absolute. And
oh my god, no. No, they better keep the Revolution as televised.
I would hope, man. But it's probably going to be something really stupid like the fucking AJ Styles one where it was like, they don't want none. That's what it's going to be. It's if it is, it's going to be some fucking AI fucking shit. It's going to be like, the Revolution is televised. And it's going to be like some fucking dumb like...
That's what Edge's new theme sounds like in the beginning.
Leave Beth Phoenix alone.
Is it Beth Phoenix?
It's Beth Phoenix.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It sounds AI.
I mean, they added, like, obviously, like, distortion, but yeah,
no,
it's Beth Phoenix.
It sounds AI.
Yeah, it's
I didn't even know it was Beth Phoenix.
Yeah,
that makes sense. He probably was like, I need someone to fucking record this.
My wife! My hot wife!
But yeah. So, he comes out, and, like, the whole fucking locker room just starts coming out. Ethan Page comes out. Fucking Wesley.
They all should have had trumpets.
He, like, beats the fuck out of... Ethan Page gets ran off by Javon Evans. Wesley comes out. Ricky punches Wesley, and then he signs the contract, and it zooms in. Because he doesn't even say his fucking name. And then it zooms in on the contract. Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints.
I really hope it was his idea.
It was.
Okay.
So... it could be worse.
Definitely could be worse.
It's not bad.
I'm happy it was his idea to change.
It's not Orlando Buttfuck or whatever.
Orlando Buttfuck.
Dick Buttkiss. Or whatever. It's Bryan Danielson wanted to name his name, like have his name that or something in WWE. Dick Buttkiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly, so he's from New Orleans. And the Saints.
Yeah.
That Ricky Saints.
Well, at least it was his idea.
He better be at WrestleMania next year since they're coming to New Orleans. Spoiler alert. But yeah, it could be worse. But Ricky Saints. But why? Like, who recently came from AEW?
Ricky Saints.
No. That got to keep their name.
Ethan Page.
Yeah. Why did Ethan Page get to keep his name? Ricky Starks' fucking legal name, I think, is Ricky Starks.
Well, Ethan Page might have also had it, like, copyrighted.
That is
true. I don't know if that's his legal name or not.
Richard Starks.
But yeah, I don't know if Ethan Page's name is Ethan Page, but if not, he might have copyrighted it.
Wait, Ricky Starks' name is literally Richard Starks, which that means Dick Saints.
Dick Starks?
Dick Starks.
You're telling me that, like, when he gets to become an old man, he's probably gonna be called Dick?
Yes. Fucking
man.
Dick Starks. Anyway. Moving on to Dynamite. I want your thoughts on the MJF and Hangman feud.
I'm here for it. I'm not even trying to keep like a bias of Hangman. It's a very run it back moment, and I like a run it back moment, especially like with no MJF's character development hasn't been much of character development. He's just gotten more condescending. But especially with Hangman's character development from being the big, doe-eyed, full of hope type of guy he was when AEW first started, into falling into depression and then coming out of it and now like letting his like demons take over, whatever you want to fucking say. That Hangman that's been through the ringer since the beginning and has changed and morphed into a different person, whereas MJF has just been the same condescending little ass kisser the entire time, just getting more of a just being more of a fucking dick, is a really interesting contrast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I really like it.
I wanted you to talk about how you called the feud, though, with the Battle Royal.
Oh, yeah, because, Hangman fucking, MJF eliminated Hangman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, there's the next feud.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's pretty fucking crystal fucking clear with the way that Hangman, he's been saying it, you just gotta fucking listen to the man. He has been saying it that I am coming for anybody who's standing in my fucking way. And MJF fucked over the Hangman. So of course he's gonna come after him. And plus the whole Moxley Hangman world title thing with Jay White and fucking Orange ended. You need a new feud for Hangman. You take Hangman off TV, everyone's gonna fucking be in an uproar. So what do? You eliminate him. Okay, there you go. That's literally all you fucking need, because now Hangman's gonna fixate on fucking MJF and be like, you fucked me over, so I'm gonna kill you now. That's how he chooses his next target. After this feud's over, one person's gonna minorly inconvenience Hangman by like parking too close to his fucking car, and he's gonna fucking murder them in front of his family.
I feel like this feud, it's good. I'm interested. I'm here for it. Because it's never happened before. But I do feel like we are a couple years late to it. I feel like this could have happened in 2023.
I get that. I could see that.
Like, I'm agreeing with already, like, it didn't need, like, if we keep the same timelines of, like, when they won the belts and everything, so 2023, MJF would have the belt. But the thing is, it doesn't need the belt.
No. It definitely doesn't. If anything, I think it's better that it doesn't have the belt, because now we have two former world champions that literally are polar opposites.
Yeah.
And have had two different fucking views. And even MJF saying it in his fucking promos of just like, you can't do no wrong. And they love you no matter what you fucking do.
You burned down a house. Hell yeah!
Yeah. He's like, no matter what you do, they still fucking love you. Why do they still fucking love you? Why don't they love me?
This promo was so perfect because I literally said it as they were doing this. Man, this is interesting, two heels. But then MJF just turned Hangman babyface. Hangman's
not a heel.
I know he's not. But you know what I meant. But the way it was being portrayed, like, but even, I don't think MJF would have even had to turn Hangman babyface. Hangman would have just been pseudo babyface to begin with.
Hangman would have just been like, people have felt my anger before.
I hate to have this comparison because it's not the same. It's not the same. But there's similarities to it. It's Rock and Austin. Austin is who people are. People can relate to Austin.
Yeah.
You want to beat up your boss every fucking week.
Yeah.
You can't relate to The Rock.
No.
That's how it is with Hangman and MJF.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, Hangman even, like...
You think you're special. You do. I can see it in your eyes.
Hangman even just, like, nailed it of just being like, I'm real. He is.
Yeah.
I mean, people have felt the heartbreaks that Hangman has felt. People have felt the depression that Hangman has felt. People have felt the happiness and joy.
You have a goddamn tattoo of his one promo on you.
Uh-huh.
The medicine
The medicine is not working, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
And, like, that's one of the fucking... quotes that so many fucking people look back to and fucking relate to. You know what I mean? Like, and when I met Hangman, like when I went and I drove 5 hours out of my way just to literally meet this guy, give him a hug, like the one thing I told him was like about how important it is to me to have a wrestler like be so not scared to like showcase mental illness in their character and to be so in your face about it and so like unapologetic about it.
Just be real.
Yeah. like that means not only so much to me, but that means so much to so many fucking people to see that type of fucking representation. And it's something that a lot of fucking people really, because a lot of people go to wrestling to escape whatever they're fucking dealing with. And to have a character embody it and see it, like, just honestly, it's so nice. It's so nice to, in that connection while you're trying to escape everything, also be like, you know, I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm not alone. Even if it is just a character type of thing. But like, you know what I mean? It's just nice to have that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like, would I like to go meet MJF and have him throw one of my figures across the room? Yeah, that'd be fucking funny. But like, that's the thing, is people go to meet MJF to meet the character and expect the character of MJF being the fucking asshole to everybody. People don't go to meet MJF or look at MJF in that type of same sense of just like, I would love to meet him because he means that much to me. There's like, I love to meet him because I think his character is fucking hilarious. And that's the fucking difference in this fucking feud. And I feel like they're doing a really good job of embodying that.
I give Hangman a lot of shit, but I was enjoying his heel run, but I'm enjoying this feud.
I love Hangman.
Anyway, so I want to break down this international title bracket. Keyword international title bracket. Takeshita's the international champion. Okay?
He sure is.
So, what they're doing here is, they already announced it on Revolution. It's going to be Kenny and Takeshita for the international title. But now we have a tournament where we find out who's going to face Kenny Omega at Revolution.
Kenny Omega is just the grand prize for everyone.
So, we have Roderick Strong versus Orange Cassidy. The winner faces the international champion, Takeshita, for the international championship for the following episode of Dynamite. The winner of that match faces Kenny Omega at Revolution. If this doesn't make sense to you, congratulations. It doesn't make sense to me either.
Like, I get it that, like, whoever is going to be the international champion is going to inevitably face Kenny. I just think it's crazy that Kenny just still randomly has the fucking shot, even if it's not against Takeshita, who he's fucking feuding with.
Yeah.
He just still gets it.
It's very fucking confusing. I don't understand. Yeah, moving on.
Again, the title's not the prize here, Dylan. It's Kenny.
Yeah.
He's the prize.
Anyway, moving on. Megan Bain and Thunder Rosa had something happen here.
God.
Something happened here.
And you know what sucks? Is this match was so good. This match between Chris Statlander and Megan Bain was fucking great. These two women beat the fucking shit out of each other. It was a great fucking time. And then Thunder Rosa comes out because Megan Bain, like, fucked over Thunder Rosa, you know, whatever. Okay, so they have a little tuft going on, sure. But fucking Thunder Rosa, I don't know. There had to have been a miscommunication fucking somewhere with someone.
No, I think this was just like a fuck Thunder Rosa thing.
I don't know what the fuck was going on, but who was with Megan Bain?
Oh man, who was it with Megan Bain? I forget who
I don't
it was.
remember.
Oh, it was Penelope Ford.
Penelope Ford, yeah. Penelope Ford was with Megan Bain. And they come out to, like Penelope Ford comes out, fucks over Chris Statlander to get Megan Bain the win. You know, cool. That's how it works. And then fucking Thunder Rosa, because they're beating up Chris Statlander at the end of this match. Thunder Rosa comes out with a fucking steel chair, running at the fucking ring, and is like, I'm gonna fucking get you, Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. I brought a steel chair in. So she comes in with the steel chair, and she's just kind of standing there with it, like, staring at them. And she's not, like, it's not like Megan Bain and Penelope Ford are, like, on the opposite side of the ring. Like, they're, like, within a foot of each other. They're very fucking close to each other. So Thunder Rosa's just sitting there staring at them, holding this fucking chair. And she, like, keeps moving with the chair, like, it's looking like she's trying to, like, sneak around them or something, or, like prepare for an attack, and they're just straight up fucking staring at her, just fucking looking at her in the eyes. Like, they're not, like, back turned to her, they're just watching her fucking squirm around. And then she, like, starts like, jabbing the chair and moving the chair at Penelope Ford, and Penelope Ford's just, like, sitting there looking at her while she's, like, trying to jab her with this chair, but she's not, like, actually hitting her. And again, she's only a foot away from her. It's not like she's super fucking far away from her. She's, like, right there. And she's not even moving out of the way. She's not fucking doing anything. And Thunder Rosa's, like, kind of, like, scuffling around them, still holding this chair, still fucking jabbing at them. And then she goes to, like, swing the chair, I think. And at this point now, Penelope Ford, like, is now going to reach for the chair, like maybe at least 30 to 40 seconds too late into going to grab this fucking chair. But now she's trying to grab the chair from her, but Thunder Rosa's not letting her have the chair, so she's just kind of, like, ever so reaching for it, and she just keeps pulling it back. No, it's my chair, even though she's just trying to fucking jab her with it. I don't fucking know. And then they just, like, leave the ring. Like, they just fucking leave. Like, they just leave. Thunder Rosa, I think, still has the chair or something. I don't even fucking know. It was a fucking disaster. Like, it was painful to fucking watch. I don't know how they fucked this up. I don't know who fucked this up. I don't know if they literally just said, fuck you, Thunder Rosa, like, we're not fucking dealing with you, or what it was, but this was just awkward. It was clumsy. It was fumbly. And it's such a fucking shame because the match was so fucking good. Like, the match was really fucking good. And it just got, like, to me, like, taken over and overshadowed by this what the fuck moment.
I don't even fucking know, to be honest with you.
It was terrible.
I don't even fucking know.
It was fucking terrible. Like, and the only reason I'm even gonna mention this is because I've heard this fucking thing being played so many fucking times in my life, against my will, every single fucking time. You know how fucking Brian Last and Jim Cornette talk about the fucking Maki Ito fucking thing? I think it was Maki Ito with, like, when she was there at I think it was maybe a Daily's Place episode, and she comes out, and it's, like, this just really bad, fumbly fucking mess of whatever the fuck is going on.
I guess, yeah. I mean,
I'd have to fucking find it. I'm 90% sure it was Maki Ito that they were talking about with this. And I think Brian Last was like, this was the best fucking thing that's ever happened in AEW because it was that fucking bad. It was that fucking bad.
Oh, yeah. It is that one.
Yeah.
Yep, it is that one.
I think they were at Daily's Place or something like that.
Like, Brian Last says his favorite fucking thing that ever happened in AEW was that segment.
Yeah. That's how I feel with this. It's like, this was so bad and so fucking awkward that I genuinely do not know what to make of it.
I once had that happen to me. Kind of similar. So, I don't know if you remember this. So it was in DCW, and we were filming a backstage segment between me and Elmer Fudd.
Uh-huh.
Right? And it was just a backstage segment. It's when I'm sitting on the hill cutting a promo, and he ends up right by me, and we get up, and we have to brawl to the ring. And then it's the Midnight Crew and the Samoan Cowboys break us up. The thing was, we were supposed to start scuffling. Hakai Soda was supposed to come in first before we get to the ring, while we're still on the hill, try to break us up, and then we continue to fight. We're there. I swing at Elmer Fudd, and as I swing, Hakai's already there, and Elmer Fudd has to go, leave, fucking leave. It was so awkward.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to kind of get this going a little bit quicker, because I'm at 17%.
Oh, okay.
So.
And then we gotta record the other one.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to let my phone charge. But.
Anyway, Big Bill and Powerhouse Hobbs cooked in a street fight that had a 10 count.
It was a good street fight.
Why was there a 10 count, though?
I have no idea.
But they fucking cooked.
They fucking killed each other.
They cooked.
Let's fucking go. Meat.
Trevor, this is what I have written down verbatim, because I didn't know how to spell Ricochet. I was high when I was typing this. I couldn't spell Ricochet, and I didn't want to use voice to text. So I wrote Trevor.
Lawrence?
No. Trevor has Jimmy Rave's robe.
Why does Trevor Lawrence have Jimmy Rave's robe?
So, just like the Punk and Drew feud over a bracelet, we're feuding over a robe, and that's great. That is great.
Yeah, the history behind it's
beautiful.
Really good. I saw so many people online being like, we're feuding over a robe, and it's like, yeah, literally in this exact promo that you clipped this from, Prince Nana explains the whole story. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, it's his dead homie's robe. Yeah, I'm fighting someone over that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, Jimmy Rave's fucking great.
Swerve's gonna kill him. Swerve's gonna fucking kill Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, but Jimmy Rave unfortunately passed a few years ago, had demons and health problems, and was a great fucking wrestler. Look him up. And yeah, he wore the robe because he was the chosen one at the time, and that's what that means and stuff. So this is cool that Jimmy Rave is still, like, when Swerve came out with this, I think the night he won the belt, I think it was, he wore it recently. Mm-hmm. And I remember when he wore it, I was like, oh my god, he's wearing the Jimmy Rave robe. That's fucking crazy. But like, it makes sense because Prince Nana was Jimmy Rave's manager. So it was kind of cool of like seeing, like, as a Jimmy Rave fan, of like, wow, he's still, if Jimmy Rave was alive, he'd be in AEW, let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. So it was cool that they're still living on, like, Jimmy Rave still lives on, because, you know, legends never fucking die. So I like this storyline already. Yeah. Moving on. So it was a Thursday night, and all through the house, there was a peep on Twitter. The final boss is returning. Oh boy, what the fuck's gonna happen? So here we go, Friday Night SmackDown. The only thing that fucking was worth a fuck in this 3-hour fucking show. The Rock wants Cody's soul. The Rock comes out, he announces WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans, Louisiana. And then he fucking starts singing, and he's like, this ain't fucking sing along with the final boss, and immediately turns on the crowd. Ignoring everything from Monday Night Raw, a Netflix debut and all that, he calls out Cody. He pretty much wants Cody's soul.
He literally said it verbatim, and it was kind of fucking crazy because you were picking me up from work, and you had this playing through my speaker. So I get in the car, and literally like 2 minutes into the car ride, I just heard fucking Dwayne go, I don't want that. I want your soul. And I'm like, what the fuck is bro yapping about?
Dwayne wants Cody to sell out, become corporate champion pretty much. So, little interesting. Then they had a post-SmackDown press conference.
For why?
Exactly. I wrote, why? I don't know. But according to The Rock, him and Cody's thing doesn't have to accumulate in a match. In other words, fuck pro wrestling, this is cinema. Which is completely fucking wrong. Because, like, bro, we need the match.
Yeah.
But I have a conspiracy about this. There's two conspiracies. So I'm going to go with the one I'd rather happen because it would be better. Cody is going to say no to The Rock, regardless, at Elimination Chamber. He says no to The Rock. Punk wins Elimination Chamber. CM Punk wins Elimination Chamber. He has that favor still. His favor is for someone to take care of Cody. Or Roman to take care of, like, The Rock or some shit. Like, Punk's going to use his favor. It's going to play a factor in something. But what it leads to is Punk winning, The Rock helping Punk. That's what it's going to be. The Rock helps Punk win. Punk sells out. He's corporate Punk. How cool would that be? He goes against everything he stands for. Remember when he debuted, he returned. His first promo was, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. Let him become corporate CM Punk. It would be, as a CM Punk fan and everything that he stands for, I fucking love. Even the straight edge part. Hell, he wears a suit and tie and drinks a beer. Does a line of coke off the fucking belt. Hell yeah, brother. Corporate fucking Punk. Or it can be corporate Cena. Either war would be cool, but I like corporate Punk better. Mm-hmm. Because corporate Logan Paul makes zero sense. Or Cody just turns heel and he's corporate Cody, which that would be fucking funny too.
Logan Paul's banned from 3 different countries.
He's banned from Egypt. Which is funny. But yeah, that's my conspiracy theory on this.
Okay.
I can't wait for it to play out. I'm giving them time to see what happens there. I don't think they completely lost the plot just yet. Because remember what happened last year. So hold on, let them cook. Just let them cook for a second. I'll let them cook.
Okay.
And that's that. You gonna ask me my wrestler of the week?
Yeah, Dylan. Who would you pick to be your wrestler of the week?
Well, he's the most electrifying wrestler in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He has appeared in many, many movies.
Mm-hmm.
Known as the Tooth Fairy.
Oh my fucking god.
A lot of Fast and Furious movies. And Moana.
Moana.
His name is The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Do you smell what the fuck he's cooking?
Is that on his birth certificate?
Probably.
Okay. Alright. Why'd you pick the fucking Rock?
Well, because he's been a big talk this whole week, so fuck it, why not? He's big mainstream, so I decided to go mainstream and just go with The Rock.
Your first introduction to Rocky?
I had a Raw 15th anniversary 3-disc box set. So it's like the first 15 years of Raw, and there's Rock stuff on there. The first one I truly remember is the Rock, This Is Your Life, with Mankind.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then Mankind beating The Rock. Like, those are like the first two things I like remember. And Stone Cold throwing The Rock's belt off of the bridge, too. So, like, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. What's your favorite Rock match?
My favorite Rock match is him versus Austin at Mania 17. Peak performance.
Okay.
Maybe him and Austin WrestleMania 19. Better one. The rematch of the trilogy. I also enjoyed him versus Punk at Royal Rumble 2014, even though Punk lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think pro wrestling has moved on from The Rock?
Yes.
Do you think that he's just self-inserting himself?
Yes.
Do you like anything that he's been a part of that he's been doing since he's self-inserted himself last year?
I dig the Final Boss. Because it's kind of like Hollywood Rock, and I love Hollywood Rock. My favorite Rock segment of all time is the Rock concert.
He hasn't even had a fucking match.
Yeah, he has. He has a tag team match.
He had the tag team match.
Don't you disrespect Dwayne ever again.
He hasn't had like a singles match to really contend.
Do you think
him
he
as
can have a
final
fucking
boss.
singles match? Do you think he really can have a singles match? The only fucking 2 singles matches that he's gonna fucking have is against Cody and Roman, and I still believe that.
So why does that make him the final boss when he can't even hold his own?
Because he's on the board of directors. He's the boss. He owns WWE. He said it in his fucking promo on Friday. He owns WWE.
He doesn't own it.
Yes, he does. He's on the board.
Stop yelling in the fucking microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm just giving Bryce better quality to listen to.
He doesn't fucking own WWE.
Yes, he's on the board.
That doesn't mean he's the owner.
Yes, it is. He said it in his promo. I gotta believe it. It's The Rock. It's the final boss. It's Dwayne. Come on.
Okay. Well, I don't know. You have anything to say about Dwayne? Because I really don't have a whole heck of a lot to...
I think The Rock's great. Great promo. Pretty good wrestler. Wrestling has definitely moved on. He probably should have stopped when he did. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun when he fucking shows up because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. We don't get, like, bro, without The Rock, we don't get stuff like go home and smoke crack.
He's just saying some weird fucking shit, man. He's saying some real fucking weird shit
Or
in
like,
his fucking promos.
We would never hear the words poontang pie in a wrestling promo if it wasn't for The Rock.
No, that's true. But I mean, like, as of recently, he's just fucking saying shit.
Oh, bro, he can say whatever he wants. He's the final boss.
He doesn't even care.
He's the final boss.
Just saying whatever.
The Hollywood Rock theme is better than the regular Rock theme, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Okay, take us out of here.
No, but I think I'm gonna smell the food that I'm fucking cooking in a minute. Because I gotta charge my phone. So, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends, your neighbors, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Please send it to him.
Please send it to Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
We'll blow up.
If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Instagram at Talkin Wrasslin Pod. That is TALKIN_WRASSLIN_POD. If you want to follow me anywhere, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the same handle, which is Lungtar, LUNG_TAR. You can find me on Blue Sky at Lungtar, which is LUNG. It's either a single underscore or a hyphen. TAR, and you can find me on TikTok at LungBucks, LUNG_BUCKS. Dylan, where can people find you?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson can follow me on Instagram at DYL, that is DYL _line WEAVES _line. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson can follow me on Twitter at Danny Vallo, DANI, that's with an I rock, _line VALO _line. Please follow me, Rock, and follow Talkin Wrasslin, and we'll have you on as a guest next week.
Apparently you can't follow Dylan unless you're Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yes.
So, don't know what his settings look like, but that's how he has it set up. So, thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and we will see you and hear you, and we won't hear you. You'll hear us in the next one. Goodbye.
I smell what The Rock is cooking.